We're going to talk about the tips now. There are a lot of tips available for the writing part of the exam. Through my personal experience with lots of students over my time, I've narrowed down the list to those tips that I find really vital to your success. Let's start at the very beginning with the question. How you answer the question is pretty much the entire point of the exam. You need to read the question carefully and underline the information you feel is important, such as the keywords. The first task in both academic and general will be pretty simple questions with some small details you need to use, and you have to use these details to gain a good score. In the second task, the question will often have background information with some vocabulary already there for you to use. If they ask you for your opinion, such as, do you agree? You actually have to answer in the form of your opinion. If you don't, you will get marked down. Actually, it's safe to answer with your opinion and discuss your ideas and points for every single question type in Task 2. Structure is really important. If you don't follow the rules of the structure 100%, you will not be getting a good score. Practice writing without time first. Once you know how to write correctly, then see if you can fit it into the time frame. Think of the writing like a maths formula. You just need to add together certain words and the sentences become longer and more academic. Think and plan. This is so important. Dedicate about 5 minutes planning out your paragraphs. The examiner can actually tell if you have a messy mind. Keep it clear and tick off your idea once you've talked about it. You must write the minimum amount of words. When it says at least 250 words, that doesn't mean 240. So you have to write 250 words plus. However, don't go overboard. Stick within the 300 or 200 for task 1. If you write more, it just means that you're sacrificing your time when you could have given that time to checking your work. Writing more words will not get you more marks. Do not copy whole sections of the question. Using the exact same words and phrases is actually a bad thing. They do not count the words that are in the question, so that means that when you write about them in your paragraphs, your word count goes down. Checking your work is so important. I've seen so many students suddenly pick up a couple of errors right at the last minute. That could actually save them an entire band score, so make sure you have time to go back and check. If you have time, go back and see what words you can actually change into more academic vocabulary, even if you're doing a general exam. If you can change a couple words, it all adds together at the end of the exam. Also, check your word repetition. You don't want to be repeating words. Think about what makes the examiner happy. They like clear paragraphs. You need to give them a good impression straight away. That means that the structure of your exam is vital. You need to lay out your ideas separately and clearly. Try to make your own personal list of vocabulary, pretty much a book of vocabulary. There are particular words you will always use, such as and, but, however, and plenty more that you can have more advanced alternatives to. Keep a list of about 15 of these words so you can import them in and out of your essay. Now is the time to learn. So keep a dictionary nearby or a translator to help you with your words. However, the closer that you get to the exam, try not to use them. Don't feel bad if you need to use these types of tools at the beginning. It is a learning process.